Have you ever woken up in the morning feeling like your body aged 10 years overnight? Your legs stiff, your energy low, your sleep unrefreshing, even though you didn't do anything unusual the day before? If that question feels personal, it's because it is. Millions of adults between 60 and 85 experience this exact pattern, often quietly and without answers. They assume their body is simply wearing out. They assume weakness, fatigue, cold feet, and slow recovery are unavoidable parts of aging. But that assumption hides the real truth. In the next few minutes, I'll show you why this happens after 60, and the exact systems you need to support to feel steadier, warmer, and stronger again, without pushing your body harder. What's actually happening has very little to do with age itself, and everything to do with how certain systems inside your body are communicating. The body is built on constant messaging, signals between muscles, blood vessels, nerves, and cells that tell everything when to work, when to repair, and when to rest. When those messages are clear, the body feels capable and resilient. When they become distorted or delayed, the body feels older than it should. And when those signals are restored, the body often responds, sometimes dramatically, even later in life. I want you to imagine someone in their early 70s, mentally sharp, independent, still motivated to stay active. They remember being able to walk through a grocery store without thinking twice, climb stairs without planning ahead, and sleep through the night without waking up stiff or sore. Now, walking feels harder than it should. Legs feel heavy by midday, almost as if gravity has increased. Feet are cold at night, even under blankets. Sleep is light and broken. Doctors say the heart looks fine. Blood tests are normal. And yet the body clearly isn't functioning the way it once did. This situation is incredibly common, and it reveals an important principle. Senior health problems rarely come from one big failure. They don't usually start with a dramatic diagnosis or a single broken part. They come from small, quiet changes happening together. Changes in inflammation, circulation, muscle signaling, oxygen delivery, and recovery. Each change by itself may seem minor, but together they create a powerful downward pull on energy and strength. This is the senior health blueprint most people are never shown. Instead of being told how these systems interact, many people are told to accept decline as normal. But what's normal is not the same as what's inevitable. After about age 60, the body becomes less tolerant of internal stress. The margin for error shrinks. Things you could get away with at 45. Poor sleep, long periods of sitting, skipped meals, highly processed foods, or constant low-grade stress begin to leave a mark. Not all at once, but slowly. You don't wake up one day broken. You wake up gradually feeling more tired than you expect, a little stiffer each morning, weaker in the legs, and slower to recover after activity. One of the first systems to shift under this accumulated stress is inflammation control. Inflammation is not always harmful. In fact, it's essential for healing. If you cut your finger or strain a muscle, inflammation is what starts the repair process. But chronic, low-grade inflammation is different. It's like a dim light that never turns off. The body is constantly on edge, constantly repairing, never fully recovering. Over time, this interferes with muscle repair, stiffens blood vessels, disrupts blood sugar control, and drains energy at the cellular level. This is why many seniors say things like, "I eat less but still gain weight," or "I exercise but don't get stronger." Chronic inflammation blocks the signals that tell your body to burn fuel efficiently and rebuild tissue. Muscles receive the message to work, but not the message to recover. Fat cells receive the message to store, but not the message to release. When inflammation stays elevated, muscles struggle to repair between activities. Blood vessels don't relax and widen the way they should. Cells don't absorb oxygen as efficiently. Even when you're resting, the body feels tired because it's working against internal resistance. Many well-intentioned people respond by pushing harder. More exercise, stricter diets, fewer calories, longer walks. But when inflammation is already high, pushing harder often backfires. The body interprets that extra effort as stress, not progress. Instead of getting stronger, people feel more sore, more exhausted, and more discouraged. The result is soreness, exhaustion, and frustration. The solution starts with calming inflammation, not fighting the body. This is an important shift in mindset. For many years, people are taught to battle symptoms, push through fatigue, override stiffness, ignore soreness. After 60, that approach often creates more strain. Calming inflammation means creating an internal environment where the body feels safe enough to repair again. Supporting the body begins with nutrients that gently reduce unnecessary inflammation. Omega-3 fatty acids help soften inflammatory signals and improve blood vessel flexibility. Magnesium supports muscle relaxation, nerve signaling, and sleep quality, all of which influence inflammation levels. Vitamin D plays a role in immune balance and muscle strength, while antioxidants from whole foods help neutralize oxidative stress that quietly damages cells over time. Together, these supports help restore the body's natural repair rhythm. Just as important as what you add is what you reduce. Excess sugar, ultra-processed foods, irregular sleep, and constant mental stress all act like fuel on an inflammatory fire. Even small daily reductions, less sugar, earlier dinners, more consistent sleep timing, can lower inflammation enough for the body to begin responding again. Sleep deserves special attention because it is one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory tools available. After 60, sleep often becomes lighter, not because the body needs less rest, but because inflammation, stress hormones, and reduced circulation interfere with deep sleep stages. Many seniors fall asleep easily, but wake up unrefreshed. Supporting sleep with consistent bedtimes, calming evening routines, magnesium, dim lighting, and reduced late-night stimulation can significantly improve recovery, energy, and even mood within weeks. As inflammation calms, circulation becomes the next critical focus, especially in the legs. Most people believe circulation problems will always show up in heart tests, but that's rarely the full picture. Large arteries may appear clear, while the smallest blood vessels struggle to deliver oxygen and nutrients to muscles and nerves. This is why someone can be told their heart is healthy while still experiencing weak, heavy, or cold legs. They are early signals that circulation needs support. Over decades, long periods of sitting, reduced daily movement, vessel stiffness, and inflammation make it harder for blood to return from the legs to the heart. When this happens, muscles receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients, which contributes to fatigue, weakness, and slow recovery. Early signs are subtle and easy to dismiss. Cold feet that never seem to warm up, calves that ache at night, legs that feel tired after standing in line, shoes that feel tighter by evening due to fluid pooling. These are not random annoyances. The solution is not extreme cardio or exhausting workouts. In fact, overly intense exercise can worsen inflammation and discourage consistency. What the body responds to best is gentle, frequent blood flow stimulation. Daily movement plays a powerful role, even in small amounts. Short walks spaced throughout the day, light cycling, chair-based movements, ankle pumps, and simple calf activation exercises all help act as a pump, encouraging blood to move back toward the heart. These movements also send signals to blood vessels to stay flexible and responsive. Nutritional support matters here as well. Adequate hydration keeps blood from becoming too thick. Nutrients that support blood vessel relaxation and nitric oxide signaling help improve circulation at the smallest levels, where oxygen exchange actually happens. When circulation improves even slightly, many people notice warmer feet, lighter legs, and improved stamina. Together, calming inflammation and restoring gentle circulation create the foundation for improved energy, strength, and recovery, without forcing the body or overwhelming it. Oxygen delivery is tightly linked to circulation and muscle strength, and it is one of the most overlooked factors in how the body feels after 60. Every movement you make, standing up from a chair, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, depends on oxygen reaching muscle cells at the right time. Oxygen is what allows muscles to produce energy and then recover afterward. When oxygen delivery is efficient, muscles feel responsive and resilient. When it declines, even simple activities begin to feel tiring. As circulation slows with age, oxygen delivery naturally becomes less efficient. Blood may still be flowing, but it moves more slowly through the smallest vessels where oxygen exchange actually occurs. This means muscles receive less oxygen during activity and struggle to clear waste products afterward. The result is muscles that fatigue quickly, feel heavy, and take longer to recover. This is one reason muscle loss accelerates after 60, even in people who stay active. Muscles that do not receive enough oxygen during and after movement receive a subtle message that they are no longer needed at the same level. Over time, the body adapts by reducing muscle size and strength. This process is gradual, which is why many seniors don't notice it until tasks they once did easily suddenly feel difficult. The encouraging news is that muscles remain highly responsive to proper signals well into advanced age. They do not need extreme stress to stay strong. What they need is consistent oxygen delivery and clear recovery signals. Strength training plays an important role here, but it does not need to be heavy or intimidating. Slow, controlled movements using light resistance are often more effective than fast or forceful exercises. These movements increase blood flow to working muscles, improve oxygen delivery, and send a strong message to muscle tissue that strength is still required. Even simple exercises done with intention, standing from a chair slowly, gentle resistance bands, controlled leg lifts, can help preserve and rebuild muscle. Equally important is how muscles are supported nutritionally. Protein intake becomes more critical after 60 because older muscles are less sensitive to protein signals. This means they require a slightly higher and more consistent protein intake to trigger repair and rebuilding. This does not mean overeating or focusing on large portions at one meal. Instead, it means spreading protein evenly throughout the day and choosing high-quality sources that the body can easily use. Hydration also plays a role in oxygen delivery. Dehydration thickens the blood slightly, making it harder for oxygen to move efficiently through small vessels. Many seniors drink less water to avoid frequent bathroom trips, but even mild dehydration can worsen fatigue and muscle weakness. Consistent, moderate hydration supports circulation and oxygen exchange. Recovery is where all of these systems come together. Without adequate recovery, improvements in strength and circulation never fully take hold. Recovery is the phase when muscles rebuild, blood vessels adapt, inflammation settles, and energy stores are restored. This is why recovery is not optional after 65. It is essential. Sleep is the foundation of recovery. Deep sleep is when growth hormone is released, tissues are repaired, and inflammation is reduced. When sleep is short or fragmented, recovery is incomplete. Muscles remain sore, energy stays low, and progress stalls. Supporting sleep through consistent routines, calming evening habits, proper nutrition, and stress reduction has a powerful effect on how the body feels day to day. Stress management also matters more than many people realize. Chronic stress keeps the nervous system in a constant state of alert, which interferes with circulation, digestion, and muscle repair. Gentle relaxation practices, breathing exercises, and periods of true rest help shift the body into a repair mode where recovery can occur. Many seniors are surprised to discover that they feel stronger and more energetic when they do slightly less activity but allow more recovery. This is not a sign of decline. It is a sign of smarter support. When recovery is respected, the body responds more positively to movement, strength work, and daily activity. This is the complete senior health blueprint in action. Calm inflammation so repair signals can work, restore circulation so oxygen can reach muscles, support oxygen delivery with movement and nutrition, and protect recovery so gains are not lost. In the next part, we'll move from understanding these principles to applying them in daily life. You'll learn which specific vitamins and nutrients help improve circulation and oxygen delivery, how to structure a simple daily routine that builds strength without draining your energy, and the recovery strategy that allows your body to repair itself instead of slowly breaking down after 65. This is where understanding turns into action, and where many people begin to feel real, noticeable changes.